Okay, let's talk about the 9 to 5 and the importance of escaping the 9 to 5. Now, I'm making this video to keep certain people on track. You understand? Now, if you're out there and you enjoy your job, you enjoy your 9 to 5, you enjoy your routine, you're happy with the salary, you're happy the people you work with, you're happy the people you work for, your routine's fine, you feel like you're a part of the company, you like your job role, everything's fine and cushy, the bills are paid, you're happy, then this video is not for you. I'm well aware that I'm in a minority when I speak about escaping the 9 to 5. I'm well aware I'm in the minority. Everyone complains about their job. Everyone says they'd rather not have it. Everyone says they'd rather work for themselves. Realistically, not a lot of people are built to live without the safety net. It just is what it is. So people just want something to complain about. A lot of the times, they complain about the job. I'm tired because of my job. I've got to be up early because of my job. I haven't got money because of my job. Shit, this. But they still stay there. They got no plan, no enthusiasm, no motivation to even look elsewhere, to even look for another job. Most people are just going to be there, and you'll find yourself having these conversations with people you work with. It's very easy to find someone at your job who will agree with everything you're saying. As soon as you recommend some action, oh, I can't because I got my bills, I got my kids, I got this, I got that. Don't waste your time, right? You need people like me to keep you on track. We're a minority. The people that are actually serious about leaving, minority. And you'll notice how I use exaggerated words: escape, soul destroying, slavery. I use those words because I 100% believe those words. That's how I felt working 9 to 5. From the very beginning, 18, get my first real job. What the fuck? How long have I got to stay here? Until you're 65? What the I can't live like that, impossible. I couldn't even see the future. I couldn't even see myself living a long life while being in that environment. Now, I'm not here to tell anyone to quit their job prematurely. You need the job, you need money. But I've said this before, when you get into the 9 to 5, when you get a job, you gotta look at it like prison. You gotta look at it like a sentence. You've been sentenced until you're 65. The only way to get out is how to figure out how to make money outside of this. The good news is, as soon as you make your first £20, $20, $50, the light appears at the end of the tunnel. And you can keep chipping away at that side hustle that you've created. You keep chipping away. As long as you're chipping away at something, you're chipping away at the tunnel, it don't matter how long it takes. Because no matter how long it takes, it's still going to be less than retirement age. You understand? If it takes 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, doesn't matter. It could take 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, doesn't matter. You got to keep chipping away at the side hustle. Then work, 9 to 5 work, your job becomes more bearable because you know it's temporary. Now, my advice, if you're working a job and you got a side hustle on the side, keep doing what you got to do with your side hustle. I don't know what your side hustle is. Keep doing it. At your job, try to do as minimal as possible. Minimum work. I know it sounds irresponsible and I know it don't sound good saying that out loud. I don't give a fuck. Get there just on time. Be the last one to get there. Be the first one to leave. Work smart, not hard. Get your job done. Have your headphones in. Listen to your little books and your little YouTubes and all that. Try and make it comfortable at work because you're not going to be there in the long run anyway. Who gives a fuck about that guy sitting in his office making millions while you slave away for pennies? Who gives a fuck? There's other people in that building that will take it seriously. They plan on being there till retirement. You don't. So it doesn't matter. Do what's required to keep your job. Alright? Do what's required to keep your job. That's it. You don't need to go above and beyond at these places, especially when you know you're going to leave eventually. I always knew I was going to leave eventually. I remember this one time I noticed that a certain amount of money had come out of my payslip. I was like, what the fuck? Went to HR. Oh yeah, it's your pension. Cancel that shit. Don't need it. I done that at like 23. I knew I weren't going to be there. There's things, they try and get you prepared to be there for the long run. Do minimal. Do minimal. Keep your job and then make the jump when you've... What I'll say is, when it comes to the side hustle, double your 9 to 5 income 2 months in a row. Then make the jump. Then never look back. Now, when you do make the jump, let me just say this as an extended part of the video. It could be a different video. Now, the benefits after you quit your 9 to 5, you can work on your schedule. You have more time in a day. You can get up when you want. You can go to sleep when you want. You can, depending on what your side hustle is, if you're making all your money online, you can work on the move. You can work in a different country. You can do whatever you want. The freedom's there. Now, it is hard to adjust because when you quit your job, there's like 8 hours a day, maybe 9 or 10 hours if you include the traveling, that's giving back to you. Now, what the fuck do I do? Your routine's a bit messed up. You used to go gym at a specific time as soon as you finish work. Bang, you went there the same time every single day. You used to wake up the same time every single day because you had to go to work. It keeps you in a certain type of routine. The only challenge you're going to have after that is coming up with your own routine and sticking to it when you don't have to. You understand? That's where discipline comes in. That's the only thing you'll have to worry about after escaping your 9 to 5. By the time you've escaped your 9 to 5, your side hustle should have doubled your 9 to 5 anyway. So you shouldn't have to worry about financial situations, right? Then you can live your life. Then you can live your life however you want. That's the goal. Freedom's the goal. Escaping the prison is the goal. Can you imagine someone who got sentenced until they're 65, finally escaping, and then the police don't try and bring them back, they just let them go? Can you imagine that feeling? That's what escaping a 9 to 5 felt for me. That's how strongly I felt. That's how much my soul was being destroyed. So if you feel like me, come back to this video, keep on track. You're gonna have good days at your 9 to 5. You're gonna enjoy the people there. You're gonna have a laugh. You're gonna have memories, and it might be a bit sad when you leave. But listen, that's soul destroying. You're wasting your life. Don't do that. There's a whole world out there. There's loads of opportunities. You can make money in a million different ways than working for the fat guy sitting in the office drinking coffee. Don't worry about it. Peace.